laugh. Maybe she came here for fame.
I think get to the car.
Don't think they will. I think that they will.
They just
To the car.
I
No, I got to.
I feel like with her, I don't know, when I see rich women like that on the thing, I kind of doubt that. But we have anybody.
You guys are starting to take it.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Oche Kitchen Discussions. Welcome, everybody. Marriage is giving, sacrificing, and choosing to put your spouse's interest above your own. No test driving and giving back. It's commitment. Anything less is short, changing yourself. What are wifey duties? It includes submission, cooking, cleaning after your partner, bearing children, provide unconditional love, physical and emotional support to your partner, which includes be ready for sex. You have to activate your mind to enjoy sex, tantalizing him and etc., etc., etc. So having said all this, the topic of today is wifey benefits a man shouldn't ask for before they say I do. So the question number one goes, does wifely duties matter before marriage? If I should go first, I'll say I don't mind doing that because I think apart from bearing children, apart from having kids, even knowing what I know now, I don't mind having kids, outside wedlock. But honestly, like cooking, cleaning, so far my guy does it too. I'm good with it. If I'm the one doing it most of the times, it's okay. But honestly, for me, I don't think it's a big deal. Maybe because I was raised in an African household, I was raised in Nigeria, and that was how I was raised and how I was brought up. But I think it's not for me, it's not a big deal. Yeah, because even if you live in your own apartment, you're gonna clean, you're gonna, do laundry, you're gonna do all these things. So I don't think it's a big deal. So, Ojo, what do you think?
Well, it all depends actually, but I don't think it's okay for me to do wifely duties before marriage, and I will explain. If my guy invites me to a family event, in as much as I know everybody in his family, I don't expect to be asked to go to the kitchen to pound yam. For me, if I want to do something for him, it should come from me. If I want to help in the kitchen, it should be because I want to and because I enjoy working with his family, not because I just got in and somebody expects me to drop my bag and head to the kitchen. No. I don't also want my guy to feel that because we're engaged, I'm suddenly his laundromat.
Yeah.
No. Everything I do for my guy should come from me, should
Of
be
course.
because I want to. Because when you love someone, you want to serve them, you want them to be comfortable, you want them to be happy. You even think of things you want to do for them before they are asking or
Exactly.
without their asking.
Exactly, yeah.
So I don't think it's okay to expect me to do, because there are norms. Like when I got married, to be honest with you, when I came back from my honeymoon, the very next morning, I went to the room to gist with my husband's nephew. We talked and talked and talked and talked and talked. And it was like almost 12 noon because he's my mate. So we had a lot to talk about. We're just laughing and fooling around until someone came and stood at the door, which was my husband. And he was like, aren't we going to eat today? And then it dawned on me that everybody was waiting for me to make something for breakfast, okay? Or at least provide the meal for the day. And that's because I am the woman of the house. And it comes with the territory, okay? So based on that, I'll do my duties as a wife, not as a girlfriend or a fiance. So I have
But
a
you said-
problem with expecting me to do all that. Don't expect it from me. I'm going to do it because I love you, because I want to share with you, because I want you to be comfortable. I want you to be happy. But don't expect me to wait on you hand and foot because you've just put the ring on it. No. So for me, it's a no. You're not getting wifely duties before we get married. And
Okay,
then
I have a
that
question for you.
that other one, no bedroom duties until we're married.
We know that already.
Okay.
I have a question. You said if you love somebody and you want to do it, you would do it. So, assuming like if you love somebody and you visit them like quite often, like maybe assuming you're in school or maybe you're working, you guys are dating and you visit every weekend. Maybe like you have your own place, he has his own place. This weekend, you guys meet up in your house, vice versa. So when he visits or you visit him, since you love him, do you think you are going to be, like if you guys wake up in the morning, you want to do those things or, clean his house is a mess, you pick up his socks and everything, or you're still not going to do it? I know you wouldn't visit, but I just put yourself in our shoes and you want to like, would you do those things?
Yes, but not because he expects me to, because
Okay.
I want to. Yes, I will.
Yeah.
I will. I would want his house to be clean because there could be a lot of reasons why his house isn't clean. He could be the type that is so busy. Besides, I'm there at the moment. So I would want it, I would clean it. Yes, I will.
Okay. All right.
But I'm not obligated. That's what I want to make out.
Yes. Because for I think in our culture, it's an obligation. It's an obligation. If you go to visit your man or like their family house, and if you don't do those things, it's like, a bad man.
I don't think it's an obligation.
I heard that in the past. If you are getting ready to get married, you visit your husband's people and they expect that in the morning you wake up and sweep everywhere.
Yeah.
So in that case, yes, it's expected. Mama, I'll counter what
I think we're diving into tradition when in Agilelala. That's not what we're talking about here, is it? If it's when you are having your own social visit to that far household, if you're going on Dililala, which is the 4-day visit or 7-day visit, depending on the culture, where you're
4-day visit.
Yes. So they're visit like Ibililala. Yeah, testing. You got tested a lot. That one, yes, comes with its own package. But if we're talking about when you are dating and you've gone to visit the family, which if your papa's strong, you shouldn't go because your father shouldn't know that you're going there without them coming to Kuala. So, but when it happens, yes, I don't think you're obligated.
Like your boyfriend's brother, sister is having a wedding. He invites you, you go down to the village with them and everything. So that could be at times not a plan.
Let me speak about myself. You all know me, I'm a busybody, especially when it comes to I'm lazy, but I like doing housework. I can't just be lazy around people. So you might find me doing everything in that house.
I'm like that too, yeah.
Yeah, helping them cook, not because I want to impress them or I want them to marry, but
because you like to help.
It may be misconstrued. They'll think, oh, they're my own many here, a lawyer and all of that. But that is me. I will not just sit. I wouldn't see anybody doing the house chores or doing things that I would want to help. But if I see there's an obligation ties around it, I will not do it.
Of course.
Because I want you to like me for who I am and not for what you want me to be or how you want me to present.
Yeah.
So they go out of the question. And at first, when we talked about this topic, I was thinking wifely duties, what exactly are we looking at? Is it the domestic chores?
Everything.
Bedroom.
Sex is included. Emotional support, everything. Yeah. Because some people, because the culture now with this Gen Z different, like not our generation, the people under us, most of them are like normally they're all like that, and some of them don't want to like get married. Their guys they're not in a rush to get married. They're okay because they hook up and they live together, and it's so fine with them. You know what I mean? So, and they're saying, okay, the subsequent questions will answer that. Aika, your hand is up. We need a
no, my hand is up because sorry guys. Happy to be back on OJ Kitchen. I haven't seen you guys in a donkey years.
Good to see
Happy
you.
that you guys are back.
Oh, yes,
Good to see you.
Ndojo. But anyway, it's OJ's this thing is, and I think maybe that will lead to another conversation that we might have. Might be OJ Kitchen might want to look at that also. Because also one thing she said about wifely duties. OJ said, if the bedroom own, they until they marry. So if you said, okay, wifely duties and you're not going to do the bedroom, this is for OJ. What if you now get married and find out that the guy cannot perform? Or the guy is not just, he can't perform and all that. Will you still remain in that marriage? Because you are the one who gave conditions that, okay, we're not going to do anything until, when we get married. And then you get married, find out that the thing does not work.
Or he likes men.
Or something, or somehow it's not the idea of what a relationship between a man and a woman sexually in the bedroom should occur. Knowing that
sorry to interrupt. Obviously we can tell.
Yes.
The world can tell that you didn't listen to last week's show. Because
no, this is a question for OJ.
Around this
is a question for OJ. OJ should answer it. Yeah, I was thinking something but this is a question for OJ. Yeah.
It's a question for OJ. Because what I'm saying is this. Yeah. A lot of people say premarital sex is not good, it's not bad, all that. But we have many people who told that line and now are living in regret. You see people coming out to say, oh, I didn't know this. He's not a man, he's impotent.
Yeah, exactly.
That. Okay, then you subject the woman and both parties to a lot of, stress that comes with that, right? So the question is,
prostate issues.
Yes, if you say condition that you don't want to do wifely duty in the bedroom, question I'm asking is this: if at the end you find out that bedroom is not working the way, the engine is not cranking the way it should crank, will you still remain in this thing?
OJ, go ahead. That's a question for you.
Okay, Ike. Thank you for the question. First of all, before a woman would say, I don't want to do bedroom duties before tying the knots, it is assumed that you haven't been doing the duties elsewhere. Yeah. So, because if you have, and then you start telling the man stories, I don't know what color of witchcraft that is. So for someone who hasn't been indulging, it won't be a problem for me because I do not know. I don't know how it goes. If you're impotent, is it going to stop you from cuddling me? Is it going to stop you from showing me affection? Many of us thrive when we are taken care of. It mustn't be on the bed. So if perchance I end up with someone who can't perform in the bedroom, I'm going to check all of that.
Same sex.
Yeah,
or like same sex.
I'm going to check all the boxes, and if they tick, I would stay.
Are you kidding me?
The one I would not endure is if he is into other men. That is when I would take my leave. But even if he can't perform, it's not a problem for me because, come to think of it, was the very first experience that nice?
Okay, no, we're not talking about.
Do you understand? So, I said, for someone who doesn't know
what was nice, but traumatic though.
That's what I'm saying. It's the trauma that I'm talking about.
Yeah, so why are you asking OJ a question?
Yeah, hey, the shining knight coming to the rescue of the damsel. So why do I best it? No, I
remind him that you and OJ are 10 minutes apart. That he's like 6 hours apart.
I take exception to that. Why? First and second, but in her last, don't talk to last anyhow.
Hey, that's OJ. Because caution this your man friend. Because caution it.
No, I won't caution what? You started harassing me because Benson kept quiet all this while.
No, excuse me, I didn't harass you. I was asking a legitimate question.
You thought I was without my umbrella.
Is it that Benson is saying that his thing not the work? Or hear me you the wiggy winila? Because I want to understand. Is it that taking exception to the fact that no one it is not your business.
It do suppose
Why?
No, Benson,
Okay,
OJ said something. So Ike wants
if
to
you know the
know
work, tell
this.
us.
Yeah, I support
Yeah.
Ike.
Okay,
If
so
you know the work, tell us.
I've answered your question
I'm up now. Number one, Madam, got support Ike.
Of course. So Benson, follow up the question. Do you think
Yes.
if you're dating a woman that she should perform the wifely duties, which includes like cleaning, cooking, emotional support, sex, and everything? So do you think it should be done before you say I do, or you don't expect that she comes to your house, you don't expect her to do anything?
You always know my answer. My answer on my own side should be no. But on the other side of the world, here and there, Gen Z,
it's not only about sex. It's not only about sex. It
no,
includes
the
cooking,
issue
cleaning.
is no cleaning. We all can do cleaning. It's not a particular person's job.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, let's say for instance, in Aurora, not in the morning, should I expect you to clean the house? I will help you do that, but that's not a problem. But the only thing is, oh God, to do, you do.
Yes, sir. That's what I said too. Yeah.
To do, you do. But the only thing is, hard is niche. Now, like before, I be a second and one you get married in car. No. Ibaisi, that's like a little bit change to one. It's changing a little bit now. Men now help their wives in some of the domestic chores, honey, man.
Yeah.
Because each and okay, I watch one is it a sketch or whatever. The man complains that the woman doesn't do anything in the house. So what the woman did, the woman now traveled for 4 days and allowed him with the children. So he'll be cleaning the house. The children will pump out and say, Daddy, we want to eat. He will leave that and go to look for food. As he brought the food, they will say, Daddy, no, we want this. So at a stage, the man got frustrated. So when the wife came back, he was pleading with the wife and said, please.
I apologize.
I apologize for all I've said. You do a lot, because the man will come back and be, hey, you do nothing in this house. I go out and hustle, I do this, I do that. No, it doesn't work that way again. You have to help. Like for me, while I was in Owerri, there are days I go to market. I will come back and see my wife, let's go to the market. Oh, now, Triumph then. You see, okay, don't worry, stay. Let me go to the market. And if I come back, she will always prefer me to cook. Because she will tell me, I prefer when you cook because you cook more than me.
More than you or better than you?
No, I don't cook better than you. The only thing is, I'm going to teach you what I do. That I was brought into the kitchen at an early age. So sometimes I even try to compete with women cooking. But sometimes I stop doing it because I remember that back then in IMSU, the woman running that time we still have those I cafe, those I boys quarters line cafe. One of the women was like, Benson, please, I see all you say every time you come to eat with your friends, but if you get married, don't do that. It will be a problem. So
because you complain about her cooking all the time.
Yeah, I started. I don't complain about whatever any person cooks and gives to me. I eat it that way, and I'll be okay. So it must not necessarily mean the woman must do everything.
Okay, so that's good.
Like here we are, the woman cannot come back from maybe she's a nurse. She came back from night duty
12-hour shift.
12-hour shift, and you expect her to go do those things? Hey, no. It always in that time. It's times are changing, but the only thing is, but people still do it. But we should try to help.
All right, thank you.
It must not basically be them. We must try to help.
Thank you.
All right, OJ, go ahead.
Okay, so that takes us to the second question. Do you think men are slow to propose these days because they are getting wifey vibes already? Dimma, would you like to take that question for me, please? That's
Is the mother?
I wouldn't know.
Actually, while we're waiting,
I think the guys should answer this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you forgot. Go ahead.
So my
I
view,
think-
yeah, I have a view to it, then I'll let the men kick my butt on it.
If you look so gorgeous.
Yeah, very much
Yeah.
so, very much so. When you have a partner, as we call it, or living lovers, and you get everything, she's always on your bed, does your cooking, your washing, doing everything for you. What is the point going to the parents? Even at that stage, you already know the parents. If on a careless note, the mother might even be visiting you, not even bride price.
Ogo.
And to add icing to the sugar, she might even have 1 or 2 for you, 2 babies.
Exactly.
Yes.
So what is the point? Marriage.
It happens here a lot. It happens abroad a lot. Yeah.
And if you look at a pattern where there's been a long delay in proposal or doing the right thing, we'll call it right thing. Forgive me for those who don't think it's the right thing. But from my angle,
You're forgiven.
that's the right thing, getting married. Yes.
You're forgiven.
Yes. Such pattern, such behavior, such design, yes, delays everything. I would like to hear from Ben or Ike. We have 2 Ben here.
Benedict, can you talk?
Benedict
He
should
said
say
what?
something. And Ben, hold on. Let Benedict say something. We haven't heard from him.
Because Benedict is a traditional man. I want to hear what he wants to say.
Okay. So Benedict, please. Benedict, please tell us what's your take on that.
Maida, are you there?
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
we
can
can
hear
you
you.
now.
All
so
right.
do you think men are slow to propose these days
Yes.
because they are getting wifey vibes already?
That's not it. To me, that's not the reason why they're reluctant.
But you agree that they are slow at
Oh,
this
yes.
stage?
That's slow.
Yeah.
If you look at it from a man's perspective, especially where we live in right now, there's really nothing in a marriage for a man. If you get married in America here, I don't know about how Nigeria works now, they don't. But if you go through a divorce in America, you will not say kaki pass leather. Okay? It's always the woman gets everything you worked for. So why rush into marriage where you know at the end of the day, everything must go to the woman? I had a friend of mine just went through a divorce. He lost everything, like literally lost everything. He's on his way back to Nigeria. He said, man, I go back to Nigeria March next year. Okay, he lost everything. So what really and truly, what is incentive there for a man to get married in a country like this, where at the end of the day, to go through a divorce, everything goes to the woman? Like when I say everything, this guy's a doctor, he's on his way back. You know, he said, I can't do it. He lost his home, he reached an apartment, and this guy has a $1.2 million house in Baton Rouge. So if the Gen Z people, the younger generation, see this and see that, look, you marry, everything goes to her when it breaks up.
It's not true.
To a large extent. To a large extent, I'm telling you. To a large extent, I can call a lot of names. So these are personal people I know. Except the woman is not a greedy person. But if she's the person that wants to take you to the slaughterhouse, she will clean you out. So when they see it and they see what's going on, they rather remain as boyfriend and girlfriends. Why go tie the knots? Why go get married? Well, I'm going to ask myself question, what is the really in a marriage for a man? There's nothing really. It's the woman that benefits everything to a large extent. So, because like you said, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? So if you're getting all those things, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? So if I can get all these things and still not have to lose everything I get in divorce, why go get married? Why are you going to buy the whole cow when you can go and just get the milk for free? So that's the reason why they are slow, they're reluctant, they are foot dragging towards tying the knots. That's my take on it.
So, okay, from a man's perspective, Ben, what do you think? If assuming you have the control, what would you want the female folks to do differently?
To walk away. If the
question.
marriage breaks up, you walk away. The man will take everything. That's
Wait,
what they
now,
want.
are you a man?
No,
Are
no,
you
no,
a
no,
man?
no.
I am.
Prenup. If some of us knew what we know today, I just signed a prenup. You understand? If we knew what we know today, there's no way, honey. In the event anything happens, you take what you got, I take what I got, we go our separate ways. But and that's what these Gen Z guys are doing now that we didn't do in our own time. And we didn't do it. But these Gen Z,
They're prenupping. They're prenupping to prenup out
they're
of
prenupping like there's no tomorrow. Before anything, honey, we're gonna go prenup. You don't want to do it with the boyfriend and girlfriend. If you do the, I hate to say this, but I will still say it. A lot of women go into these marriages for financial benefits.
Yes.
A lot. Not everybody. Don't get me wrong. We see people that have love. Business marriage is a business transaction. What is it for me? What is in it for me? So they go into this thing knowing fully well, I love this man, but in event of anything happens, I'm gonna be well off. I'm gonna be rich. And so
you're talking about rich people. What about regular people? Both people working, making almost the same salary and built themselves up. Let's talk about regular, everyday people. Let's forget about
regular people.
The rich,
the regular people, why they're not getting married?
No, like you're talking about like
motive?
Regular people divorce, and there's at times there's no property to fight for, something like that. So they still get divorced. So, but we can't be talking about only people who got it.
They want regular people. They want to die as a wife of chief somebody.
In our culture, in our culture, where we come from, we attach so much importance to marriage.
Yes.
That is why our girl was killed in her marriage. As our friend was killed in her marriage. Osinachi. The husband has been beating her from day one. A lot of money in Tibuya. Pastor asking her what's going on, why is your eye black? He said, I felt when I was praying. When I was praying. But guess what? We are in a society, in Nigerian society, where I'm almost done. Ike, I'm almost done. Where we attach so much importance to marriage.
To marriage, yeah. And
so
it's
they
not
would
that
stay
important.
there and die. They will stay there and die, as opposed to let me walk.
Ben, stop! Don't take us to the next generation of this show. Hold it there. You have to tell us more. You have to tell us more. I can say.
My brother who spoke last, Ben, is totally, absolutely on point.
Correct.
Let me tell you something. I was in Nigeria about a week and a half ago, and I was attending a reunion. And most of my friends there were like, oh, they want to jabba, they want to jabba, they want to jabba. Everybody wants to jabba. I said to them, let me tell you something. Let me break it down for you guys now. If you know that you are not being nice to your wife, if you know you have not treated your wife, open your heart and tell yourself the truth. If you know you have not been nice to your wife, you know to tell your wife nice, don't jabba.
Thank you.
Because when you come here, the one will serve you breakfast.
Like,
you know why I say that?
Some of them have been doing that every day on Instagram.
You know why I say that? I say that. I'm the president. I just got off being president of my Nigerian station. I'm the chairman of the BOT here. And I see a lot of cases, so many. When they come here, within a year, they're separated, they're divorced, because the women were waiting. There's one, the guy was talking, he was sleeping. The wife did not know he came back, he was sleeping. Wife didn't know he woke up. She was plotting with his sister in the kitchen how they were going to arrange the guy. So police got that one. They were plotting how she was going to fake injury and all that so that they can get him out. So what I'm trying to say is this.
Wow.
The truth of the matter, that prenup he's talking about, I think we should start talking to our kids too. Because the truth of the matter is this. I have a personal situation I'm going through now, and I'm thinking, I'm supposed to pay this woman this month when she didn't do nothing for me. But I've got to pay. So I can understand that.
She had kids for you. She had kids for
you.
Oh
yeah. My sperm went where? My sperm went away.
Sperm is a drop.
I didn't wait.
Did you see her body after the kids? Did you see your wife's body after her?
Let's not go into that.
Don't defend yet.
Don't go into that.
Anyway,
the truth of the matter is this. Personally, I showered my kids from day one. All of them. Asara my home. All those things. I did all those things.
Good man.
Yes. So I have 4 kids. I did it for all 4 of them.
My ex did.
Not the problem with those things. So the point I'm trying to make is this, Bo. When you walk your ass off, I understand the young man saying, I can't do this, I got to go back. Maybe some of us could not go. I would want to go back because of my kids. My friend was in such a situation, he went back to Nigeria. Lucky for him, he got a job in Shell. The son of the woman framed him up, abused and everything. The court slammed everything on him, told him to pay so much amount. He went back to Nigeria. When the son turned 14, the mother woke up. The boy had a knife at the mother's throat. Do you understand what I'm saying? Look, there's some genuine cases. And also I tell my daughters, I sit my daughters down, I tell them, your father's house is always there for you. If a man is maltreating you have never seen me hit your mom. I never did that. So if any man is maltreating you, come back home.
Come back to the house. Exactly.
We have to train our children with that. We have to tell our children that. If a man starts using you, Lotta.
We have to normalize separation, divorce. There's this Indian man on Instagram. The daughter was coming back from a marriage. He made a big party for the whole village. The same Ibanko situation they had in India.
Because you cannot agree. We have to be realistic.
He did the same thing. Say, come back.
That's why we teach our own sons never to raise your hand against a woman. Teach your son.
Exactly.
Teach your sons. The same thing as teaching your daughter. Teach your son.
And be kind. And be kind.
And be
Some
kind.
people are mean with their words too.
Yeah. So, and they teach your daughters too. Watch your mouth. You're a woman. Women try to run their mouth. Watch your mouth. As a mother, teach your daughter how to. Because if you are running your mouth to your husband, your daughter will do the same thing. Don't think you will do differently.
They might do differently. Some of us didn't learn it from our mothers.
That's what I'm saying. But if you are running your mouth and your daughter is watching you, most likely she's going to run her mouth to her husband.
My mother did not run her mouth. I did run my own sometimes.
So we watch out for that. But this prenup thing, we might have to be serious about it. Maybe next time, if somebody, maybe you write it, say, you know what, whatever we are separating, what you come with, you go with. If you have your thing, but then how does that work for the family dynamics? How does that work? It's easy to say it, but when you begin to say, this is mine, this is yours. My father says something. A man's money is ego, the whole family. A woman's money is her money.
Yeah.
But as a woman, if you are any more than your husband, contribute. Don't wait for the man to come and start asking you. Do the necessary, do the needful. And you're working with resources pride. We only have our pride. Sometimes you don't need your husband to tell you that, oh, you contribute towards the bill. Give him money.
But if you guys put things inside, if everybody puts everything inside one pot, there will be no need for, you know what I mean? And one person is the manager of the funds and everything. You know what I mean? It flows seamlessly.
Yes.
It's when this person said, this is my account, this is my account, this is the account. You know, that's when this kind of shit happens, you know, and people hide money and stuff like that. I believe in putting everything together.
You see, the thing is this, when you put money in the account, right? Don't marry a woman who wants to think only of her own side. If you know that your wife only thinks only about her own side, I have to do for my people. I don't have to.
Is it possible that that topic you wanted us to talk about in the future is about marriage and finance?
Yes.
So don't go into it because I can see so much on that topic.
We can still rehash it when the topic
indirectly contradicted herself about she didn't know where she did.
No, we should talk about that marriage and finance. We should talk about marriage and finance separate.
That's a major topic, because so much is going through my head.
It's a big topic.
Yeah, I think we did it in season 2. I think we did it in season 2 too. So
it's coming back again because marriage is an unending business.
I'm telling you, relationships, period, not even marriage, relationships.
Ben, do you want to have a word on this topic, on this question before we move on? Do you think that
Dimma hasn't said anything?
Where is Dimma here?
She's right here. Dimma.
Okay.
Ben, you're on mute. Hold on. Go on, Dimma.
OJ was asking you a question. You didn't answer.
Sorry, I did hear. Just tell me what's the question, please?
The question is, do you think because women are given wifely duties before they are getting married, that's why men are slow to propose? Like men are
Yes.
okay living with a woman without proposing, without marrying her and everything. Can you explain?
For me, I know men, they like to do that, to stay with woman without proposal or anything. As long as they're doing their choice, making their bed, food, water, they'll turn it to meds.
I no agree.
Jesus Christ.
Because it's in their house now. You turn to
I
their
no
bed.
agree.
Yeah, because you make yourself cheap before them.
Agree, oh.
For me, and it's
I
not
no
good
agree.
to live with a man without proposing or making, apart from proposing, to start paying your right price. It doesn't make sense. Because living with that person means the person will not take us serious, will not take us anything. He have seen you finish. Because
See
you're enjoying
finish.
everything from you.
See
Food,
But
finish.
knowing what I know now, I prefer that than even getting married.
You want them to see you finish.
And
Yeah,
that's
see you
I'll see
finish.
them.
Because,
I'll see them finish now.
because you're making everything they want. You warm their beds, cook for them, do their choice, take care of the house. So they don't have
But
that.
even if you live in your own apartment, you still have to do those things. You still
No,
have to
no, no,
clean
no,
your
no.
apartment. You still have to wash dishes. You still have to do
No,
all
no,
those
no, no,
things.
no, it's not by fault because I'm not married. I'm your girlfriend. I'm not your wife yet. So I'm your wife. I can do much I would like to do, not by force.
So as a girlfriend,
Okay.
you lie on the
How
bed
the
and not
mess.
do
You
anything.
have to work on your house, not me. I'm not
Okay.
your wife, your wife to be or your girlfriend.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
When I
Let
have
me take you to
right
the next
your house
question.
is when you marry me.
Yeah. Then let me
Yeah.
ask you a question and I want you to answer it first. Yeah.
Okay.
The next question is marriage for everyone?
No, it's not do or die. It's not by force.
Why
Thank
do
you.
you think so?
Yeah, like now, if you are not happy in your marriage, your partner is not treating you very well, cheating on you, lying, such as lying, beating you, it's of no use to stay in that marriage.
When you
Abusing
leave that
you.
marriage, will you do another one, or do you think if you've had the bad experience, forget it, don't even bother?
What about for
men?
single people that don't want to get married?
I don't like now. If I leave that man, I don't need to have another relationship with another man. I'll take my time. If I want to, I have to take my time.
I'm calling.
All right, thank you.
I will take my time.
Thank you. And what do you think?
For me, knowing what I know now, I don't think marriage is for everyone. I don't think marriage is a big deal. I rather cohabitate with somebody, live peacefully, because I believe we've said this in so many different episodes and everything. I believe once somebody signs that paper or they go to your father's house to do the introductory rites and everything, expectations jump from 0 to 100. You know, if you like, I'm sitting lounging now, they will like sit like a woman. Your legs have to be on the floor. You know what I mean? If you do this, if you cough, they say you have to cough this way. If the same thing for a woman who start judging a man, act like a man and everything. So for me, I don't think marriage is for everyone. I believe if you know who you are, listen to your guts and everything. Because some people deep down, they know they don't want to get married, they don't want the marriage shit, but because of societal expectations and stuff like that, so people get married. Yeah, I don't think marriage is a big deal. Did that, done that. I ain't gonna do it again.
Ike, do you want to say something about it? We'll wait for Ike. My view, there's this beautiful group or world that will tell you that marriage is a beautiful thing. If you experience marriage, is this, is that, is that. It could be, and again, it tells the story of an elephant. Depending on which side of the elephant you are, sitting or standing, you have a different experience, right? If you've not done it before, I'm referring to people who call single people.
Single people, yeah.
If you've not done it before, you don't come and tell me that marriage is not good. You've not tried it. Try it and come back and tell me it's not good. So that question, is marriage for everybody? But I want to look at it from an angle of somebody who's tried it before. No, it's not for me. I've done this. It's not working for me. If you've not tried it, if you try it, if you haven't done it, don't tell me that no, marriage is not worth it. No, give it a try and see. If it's not worth it, fine. If you've not done it, don't talk about it because you don't know what.
But if I'm talking for people who were raised in this side of the world, I have a lot of friends, co-workers who has never been married. They're not interested in getting married. I have a co-worker who doesn't even want a man to sleep over in her house. Once we're done, you're out. You know what I mean? So because their mentality, they weren't raised like us that, you know what I mean? So to them, you don't have to get married to have kids to do well, and they don't want to try it.
So I argue a lot with people over I'm not married, we're just dating, we've been together
for 20 years.
Yeah. That explains what we talked about earlier. You've been there, acting faithful, cooking, doing everything to impress that person. They've not paid done they've paid the bride price, but you're married to them. It's not different from what people who have gone through the formal process are doing. So when they deceive themselves, and again, once you stay in one relationship over 12 months and commit to it, my dear, people listening to me, if you've not been married before, that is marriage.
It's common law. It's common law marriage. Yeah, it's common law. I have a co-worker. They've been married for over. Their kids are in their 30s. They have 2 girls. They just got married 2 years ago because they are both in their 60s, and so because of I think benefits in case they retire, because I think some benefits will want you to have that legal, but Social Security, like Social Security will give you, they'll call it common law, so that you could say, give my wife or give my husband if anything happens. Yeah. And I have another co-worker, they've been married for, her kids and my kids are the same, so 23 years. And they say he just gave her a ring like 2 years ago, and they're okay. I don't know. Yeah. So,
OJ, what do you think? Is marriage for everyone?
I bet that is here too. That's why. I did believe too.
OJ.
Yes.
Is marriage for everyone?
It's for her. We know that.
Ichoko.
No, that I feel it is for me doesn't mean it's for everybody. We there's something called the ideal world. Okay, ideally,
yes,
everyone wants to get married, but if you want to be realistic, it's not gonna happen.
It might not be for you.
And
if you're not submissive,
it's not for everybody. Yeah, there are people who think they are submissive, but when the chips are down, you see that they have very strong personalities. And woe would betide them when they meet such stubborn people and come together as partners. So it makes matters worse.
Can we say they're not submissive enough?
Marriage is not for everybody.
Okay. Thank you. Adi, are you there?
Even Bible talks say if you know marriage, it's not a bad thing. That you can use that time to keep worshiping God.
I'm glad Bible said that though, because the way they interpret this Bible as if you don't marry, your own don't end.
Yeah, it's our people that make it look like that. But I mean, if Bible could say it that not being married is not a problem, then
can you what verse in the Bible? Because I need to read it up and use it.
Ephesians 5.
I'll check it out.
Ephesians.
What's one Ephesians? Admin, what do you think? Marriage for everybody.
Marriage. All in there, marriage born or everybody can marry you for. Hi, you said something about he took my spam. Sorry. I can never.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I heard that and I just laughed.
You said
he got it spam ginishi.
Don't mind him.
Don't mind him. Let head the wrong on that. It doesn't matter. No one want pom. You get GMA. You get Giakagi. Whether injection switch here, maybe natural, it's still spam. You cannot get pregnant unless my spam abranga. My pom, it doesn't matter. Anyway. Contain billions.
Anyway, everybody can marry you for wedding it. Yes. Some people I know they're rich, but they marriage is not just for them. Marriage is just for someone to be tolerant and condone.
Exactly.
Up to a certain level.
Selfless. Yes.
No, he not tolerate na ben nagi. That's it's over. So it depends on what you can take. Yes. If our marriage, like you then I hope they won't that me my mom, because I'm not chocolate here, So before God, but we have to work together. And, you know, I got what I wanted, you know, so you have to put it right before you get married, not just going there because of money or anything. You know, if you two can work together, then it will work out for you. Don't work
Exactly.
only from my pack, you're one side.
Exactly.
You know?
The key phrase is people working together. Most people, why marriages don't last is that most people don't work together. The man feels I have to do this. The woman feels I have the gang. You know, so once you see yourselves at one and come together, most times it works well. All right.
Yes, that's right. Thank you.
Mama, are you there?
Is my brother still there?
So the last question is, what do you consider extreme when it comes to wifely duties during dating? I see a couple of people just came in. Dr. Bobby, are you there? Can you talk? Oh, I thought you left.
Yeah, I'm really thinking. Yeah, I thought about that thing. Could it be asking me to go to your
like for OJ, for her, it's the sex. She ain't gonna have sex, you know. So for some people, it might be cooking.
Mine is doing extra for your family when we're not married.
How? How are they doing extra for your family?
Maybe telling me to let's say wash clothes for your sisters.
Wash clothes for your sisters? How is that even possible?
If you want me to marry you, you have to respect my sisters. You have to wash their clothes. You have to do their children's clothes.
Oh, yes, I see. Yeah, okay, I understand. Some people, they want you to have that fear.
It's not married.
Fear before gay, but that okay,
that kind of thing.
Okay, yeah. To me, that would be extreme. Yeah.
Bending over. I wouldn't want to do that. I don't do that.
Yeah. Beth, are you there? Oh, Doyin, do you want to say something? Doyin? Better, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, so hello.
Hi, good evening. Good afternoon.
Evening.
Welcome to the show. Sorry.
Thank you.
I know you've been listening, yeah.
Yes, so I've been listening and enjoying the conversation.
Thank you.
So we're talking about wifey benefits a man shouldn't ask for before saying I do. And we are on the last question, which is, what do you consider extreme when it comes to wifely duties while dating?
I mean, I think most people
Bobby,
will
you'll be
consider,
next, so unmute yourself. Sorry, go ahead.
I think most people will consider the sex part of it as the extreme. I don't know. That's what I consider. But I wanted to deviate a little bit. I disagree with you people a little bit, so just a little bit. I do think that marriage can be for everyone if you find the right person. That's the way that I will frame that. I mean, as human beings, I don't think we're meant to be alone. I think we're meant to have companionship, and a way to get that, according to societal rules, is really through marriage. So if you find someone that you can live with, it can be for everyone.
I think I agree.
That's the way that I see it.
Said even a long-term relationship is marriage.
Exactly, like the common law thing you guys were talking about.
Oh, but the difference is a long-term relationship, you can walk away anytime. I can carry my bag right now.
People walk away in marriage.
Walk away in marriages, don't we? We do.
No, in common law, you can't just walk away like that. In common law, you just can't walk away like that.
You walk away whenever you want to. Yes, you can.
No, the ones that want to go to court. Some people have walked away from their marriages. I'm not talking about sharing anything.
Exactly.
I know so many Nigerian women here. So many marriages here, they separate, but they don't live together. Is that what you guys mean, walk away? They don't file for divorce, nothing, but they just live separately.
But they know they are done, yes.
But I mean, what I mean is that in long-term relationships, you can say, I'm done with this relationship, and you move on.
People move on from marriage like that. People move on. Remember?
No, marriage has so much. No, marriage is to end the marriage is a long process. The people who don't file for divorce and just separate for a long time because they don't want to go through the rigorous stress of separation and custody and all those stuff.
No, Idram, I understand what you're saying, but if you do want to separate, if you do want to end the marriage. It's, you know, it's something that you can easily do as well. So what my point was, I think that if you find the right person, you, like Adibeli said, you tolerate one another, you are able to live with each other. Everyone can find a partner. You can't be in a marriage. Everyone. That was my whole point.
I have a coworker. She's 55. I've known her for 10 years. She's never had like a steady boyfriend. Like, she doesn't want that. She doesn't want that. She doesn't want anybody sleeping over in her house. She doesn't want to be bothered. You know what I mean? When she wants it, she gets it, and that's it. You don't sleep over, that's it. So
right.
some people are like that.
I'm not arguing with that. People are like that. I know I have a co-worker too. She doesn't want kids. She doesn't want any commitment. She just wants to be by herself. But my point is, if you have someone that you can live with, that you can share everything with, I think everybody will appreciate that and everybody will like that. That's my hope. That's where I'm coming from.
That's true though.
But let me not take you away from the point right now. I think sex for me is the wifey duty. That's too much. You'll go ahead. Thanks.
Are you serious?
I don't understand this.
So I can ask OJ the same question. So what if you finally married the person after 2 years of courtship, and the guy was either he wasn't working or he's he likes same sex? What would you do after the marriage? Would you stay? Because OJ said she will stay. So far, it's not same sex thing. If it doesn't work, that they can cuddle and do shit, that's fine. So with you, as why, if you have like a long courtship, 1 year, 2 years, and you finally get married, and then you can't consummate nothing, you know what I mean? What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Thankfully, it didn't happen to me, so I'm all right. I don't know.
Okay. Why answer that question? No, not like you don't know. Answer the question, because you said the wifely duty you think is extreme is sex. So the question is, if you didn't want to do that wifely duty and you get married with a guy, and unfortunately the guy cannot get it up. Now, what are you gonna do? You're gonna stay?
So I'll stay, because there are things you can do. There are so many things right now that you can do to help the man to get it up. You guys can seek.
No, the guy can't get it up. It doesn't matter. Cialis, Viagra.
No, there are things you can do. There are
don't worry, there are options. There are options. We're exploring those options. We're looking.
We're not talking about toys. We're talking about toys. I'm talking about.
I'm not talking about toys. I'm talking about a penile implant that will give you a penis. That will get it done. It's an implant and it will do the job.
So there are
a flexible rod.
Can you send the link?
You guys,
it's not a link. It's a medical procedure. Okay. It's a medical procedure that can be done. And then the person will have a penile implant and the person will be able to get it.
Can you tell me the success rate of the medical procedure?
So I cannot blackmail us into doing it.
Which kind of success rate? Do you want me to research and bring the information? I can do that. I don't have it off the top of my head, but I've had patients who've had it done. But the question is, will I stay? And I'm saying I will stay and explore options. That's what I'm saying.
Great. I have somebody.
If the man not get money, will you stay? If the man not get money, will you? I think Doyin's hands is up. Ojo, go ahead.
Okay, so I wanted to say that one of the things that I would consider extreme is if the man decides that just because we're dating or courting or something, he has become my lord and master. Because naturally, when you get married, there are decisions that must be made by your husband. Automatically, he is the head of the family and the head of the household. So for that, yes, when I get married to you, I would always run things by you. But because we are dating or courting, I feel it's extreme for you to wait for me or for you to expect that I'll run some decisions by you. No. If I decide to change a job, if I decide to use my money, all my savings and buy a car, it is not your business. So that is one of the things I consider extreme. Thank you.
All right, Bibi, before I call you, unmute yourself. Let me, I Googled the penile implant for Ike. Ike Abasi says the pump transfers fluid. So if we are It transfers fluid from the reservoir to the cylinders in your penis, inflating them to the level of hardness that you want. Once erect, you can maintain your erection for as long as you wish, even after orgasm.
Thank you for that information, IJ. We'll post it on our group.
Bibi's hand is up. Bibi's hand was up.
All right, Bibi, go on.
Bibi, blessing. Unmute yourself, yeah.
Okay. Hi, hello everybody.
Hi, babe. How are you? Welcome to the show.
I'm good. Sorry, I'm late.
No, that's fine. Go ahead. You wanted to say something, right?
No, sorry. Did I raise
your
my
hands? Oh, your hands.
No,
Okay. I saw your hand.
I think you were about to ask Doyin to say something before I made my
was
point.
it Doyin? Okay, all right. I saw somebody's hand up. Doyin, I think.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, Doyin, what's up?
Yes,
welcome to the show.
I came in late, so
that's fine.
I'm more of an observer today.
But what do you consider extreme? Yeah, what do you consider extreme when it comes to dating, wifely duties during dating? Okay. Bobby. Bobby, can you unmute yourself? Washing his clothes?
Laundry. Yeah.
Washing
for real? It's a big deal for you?
Yeah, I think it was initially until when we were having our, what will I put it, our
deliberations.
Yeah. And then we had counseling, and the pastor said there was nothing wrong with it. So, but for me, it was like a big deal. As in,
hold on, you had an issue with doing his laundry, and you guys went to counseling.
Yes.
The pastor said you should be doing it, or there's not
just like there's nothing wrong with it.
Like, did he make it like a mandate?
No, not a mandate. Not a mandate.
Was it before or after marriage?
Before. Not before.
I won't wash too before.
What was your problem washing his clothes? Just asking. Like, is it because I know some people don't like touching other people's, intimate, clothing, or you just don't like doing laundry?
I guess I just don't like it. And why can't you wash your stuff by yourself? Why should I be?
You're not. You're not submissive.
I try to be.
And look at me, very submissive. But they say I am not submissive. Oh, that's cool. That's good to know. Yeah. That's good to know. Thank you. Okay. Dr. Bobby.
Yes, I'm here. Hello, everybody.
Hi, welcome to the
Bobby.
Show. To me, what I consider extreme is doing chores. I'm very, very bad in doing chores. So
yeah. I know, most of us, yeah.
As a spinster.
For me, I like. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like doing chores, so you don't expect me to start doing chores while we are still dating.
Yeah.
I mean, I can cook, but not cleaning.
Yeah. In college in Nigeria, I was paying, my neighbors to do everything for me. But when I landed America, come and see America. I had to get used to doing everything, I got used to it, and it's not a big deal for me now. Yeah, so I never had to do. The only thing I knew, like dating back in Nigeria, was cooking. I had a boyfriend that every time he comes to my place, he'll bring foodstuffs. So we'll cook and then we'll eat and then go out. But I don't know. I never was in a situation to do laundry. I never had an opportunity. But coming to America, I know living in Nigeria, I hated chores. I didn't want to do anything. So I came here. I had to learn to do everything. Force myself to, like it, yeah. So that's it. Huh?
Thank God you learned it too.
It's not like I liked it, but like for 20, I've been here like 20 something. I had to, there's nobody else who do it for you. For you to pay somebody here, it's a lot of money. So by the time you calculate that money, you bend down and pick up things, and do laundry. But the good thing is that when your kids like grow up, you have them start doing things, laundry, cleaning, and yeah. But yeah, I hated chores too. I hated chores. All right. So it's almost 3 o'clock. Anybody have anything to add, say before we end the show? Anybody? Anneli Clinton.
Jesus
Good
Christ.
evening.
Hi,
Good evening.
Papa.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
1 hour 31 minutes. Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just.
Go ahead.
Okay, somebody's okay. Sorry, I'm just joining very late. I'm just coming in. I'm very, very late. Actually, thank you for the program.
You're welcome.
I think it's all about we that is planning to settle, to hear some of these things from you guys. And
yes,
though I didn't join from the beginning, but
just so you know, don't let us wash plates. Don't ask us for sex. Don't ask us for anything.
But
and don't make us pound yam just because you have a family event. that one, I'm dreading it so much. I can't even move my
Okay.
You're lucky your papa they chop pounded yam every night.
But some of these things, as a guy, there are some things I enjoy doing, like washing of clothes. I don't think I will allow my woman to even wash her own clothes because I enjoy doing them.
Yeah.
So I've lived with my younger cousin and also with my sister. I wash her clothes for her.
Oh, that's
She doesn't
cool.
tell me to do those things. I do them because I enjoy doing them. But there are some that I don't just like doing, like washing the dishes.
Yeah.
I think I'm lazy there. So if you understand your woman and know what she doesn't like and the one she likes, you can help her out in doing those ones. Then she can also help you in doing your own dishes. So I think I've learned a bit from your own contributions as well. And also
thank you so much.
To help me to prepare ahead and look forward to that when I was settled down. So thank you very much. I look forward for more programs like this.
Thank you. We'll send you invite every week.
Well, the only thing I have to say.
Take the next left.
The only thing I have to say is that we should learn to complement one another.
Exactly.
That's just the only way we can live in that school of no graduation.
Yes.
We all have our faults. We should learn to complement. Wherever your strength should be my weakness, then my strength should be your own weakness. So we complement each other. Life will continue to move on. But if we try not to, well, that's where the problem sets in.
Is that how you compliment OJ? Anyway, let me not go.
What did concern you? What did concern you? I
don't know. People are getting upset. I don't know. I just a question. Is that the way you compliment OJ? I don't know what's the problem. It's a simple thing. Get out, Bokashi. Are you?
No, because you came in with the question Nicodemously. That's why I came in like that.
Like Nicodemus.
I don't know. When you feel, I don't know. Are you feeling threatened?
Ike, you would have raised your voice and asked the question than coming in Nicodemously.
I don't know. This period, that's some problem. Everything was right. You just
we're at the point where everybody is giving their 10 cents. Benson just finished speaking. Can you give yours? And leave Benson alone, please.
That's it. He wants to fight. He likes violence.
No, my 10 cents would be this. And to be honest with you, wifey, husband duties is really, in this day and age, their blood. To be honest with you, one of the things we do here, one of the things I organize here for the new immigrants who come to Canada, we organized a town hall where we started telling people especially the men, the home truth.
Yes.
Whatever it is you were doing in Nigeria where the man was Lord and King.
Forget it.
You come here, she works, you work, you have to complement each other, like Bessie was saying.
Yes.
You can't come home, your wife is working 12-hour duty, you're working at 8, you come home, you wait for her to come home and go to the kitchen and prepare. That will not happen. Go home, go there, learn how to boil water, make gari, bring out the soup, prepare it for the kids and all that. It works synergy. The only thing in our discussion, which I don't know, and maybe, you know, I have 3 daughters, so when I'm saying this, I also have to wear my cap in the sense that the only wifey duties, maybe my daughter, I don't know if I want them. No, I don't think I want them.
You don't want them
that.
to have sex, have you? But you want to have sex with somebody else's daughter.
I don't think I want that. But I'm being realistic to know also that it should be better for me to tell my daughters what they should be aware of when it comes to sex.
Yes.
Can you control what they do? I cannot.
Yes.
And I shouldn't even want to control in the sense that controlling is not really very good, because at the end of the day, I'm an example of trying to control and rebel. I'm a big one for that. You try to control me. That time my father didn't curfew 6 p.m.
It's Sagittarius, yeah.
7 p.m. Like 7:30. Every day, man, and I come, the more I come, the more I'm not late. And that's just that. So wifey duties. Well, if you are dating somebody,
no be today you spoil yourself.
I know. I agree. I'm the first person to agree. Look, I don't ask you. I agree. I tell my children, you know, look at what I used to be. But let me tell you something. The truth of the matter is this: wifey duties. If you are dating somebody and you are serious with the person, there are certain things you as a woman will have to do. It's not controlling. It's not being controlling. It's just that's the truth. If I'm taking you seriously, and you come and you say because you don't want to show wifely duty, you not help tidy up the house or do 1 or 2 things or cook, then you're not serious. The same way as it's me.
I'm with you on that.
I'm dating you, there's certain things I need to do for you. I need to make sure if you have an issue, I step in as a man and help. If there's things I can do, or you know, compliment each other. So nobody should come into something and say, "Oh, I don't want to be controlled." Listen, if you don't want, the man is to be controlled. A good woman controls her husband. It's just that he doesn't. You don't make it known that you are controlling him. But the good man controls her husband, because when the chips are down, if you have a good wife, you listen to her. So you're controlling.
Like that's what you said, when the chips are down,
you
listen to her, but most of you don't listen.
We do. If you have a good wife, we said if you have a good wife. We said if you have a good wife.
No, but Ike, they control us. They control us no matter any angle you see.
Yes. Let me give you an example. My mom and my dad were arguing one day. I walked in on the argument. Big heated argument. My dad is saying A, my mom is saying B. So at the point, I felt my dad was being too aggressive. I was like, "Daddy, happened, mommy, I can't, whatever." So my mom stormed out to the kitchen. Me being a child now, I went to the kitchen to go and comfort her. When I got there, my mom was laughing.
Sit down.
Mommy, what? I was thinking, even though they're waking up, why are you laughing? Listen, because your father thinks he knows. Your father thinks he knows this thing. That I know that if I say A, your father will do B. So I deliberately said B so that your father will do A. And A is exactly what I want to do. So all that argument was to get what I want. You can see that she's controlling my dad, but he doesn't know.
Got manipulation.
And you know something? Call it manipulation, whatever it is. But she knows her husband. She studied him to know that if she says A, he will not agree. So she first of all
But why do you have to go through? Why do you have to go through that? Why can't you guys just say things?
It is part of marriage. It is the way they were brought up. We are talking our generation now.
Marriage is school of no graduation and a certificate at the beginning.
You can't graduate because now we're talking about communication. We are now in those days when they were brought up, the women were told. They were told. There was no communication. The man told them.
Yes.
But
commanded.
Okay, but now we're coming to a situation whereby, look at OJ. I cannot come and told OJ. I can discuss with OJ. You understand what I'm saying? I can discuss with my wife.
But you like to argue with me and informer.
But I don't know. She don't know. But OJ might. Oh, sorry, Benson. Sorry, I'm using OJ as an example. Sorry, Benson. I'm sorry. I'm just using OJ as an example. Before
go ahead. By the permission, but you can't get the OJ.
Okay. So you can discuss with your wife and come to a common ground and move ahead. Doesn't mean that you have to agree all the time. Sometimes equally, if you watch, he said, sometimes honey, little honey defers anger. Little honey can go a long way. Sometimes all you need to do is wait for the right. You know exactly when to ask for certain things. I might say no. My wife, till today, Ike, baby, can you do this for me? The first thing I put no. But you know the funny thing? But you know, yeah, baby. So upon baby, yes, Marcia, no, I won't do. But you know what she had discovered? I will go and do that thing. You know why I do it? Because I know you make her happy. Yes. She has found it. So upon being here, she knows the standard reply and give me, no, leave me alone. But I'll go and do it. Because the bottom line is you want to make your wife happy. Exactly. The same thing, when you want to get, she has to be able to study her husband and be able to, two of you study your wife, study, both parties study each other, and then communicate. Communication in a lot of ways. Not the one that you use the man, use the other bedroom to hold the man to ransom. But if it work for you, use it to, you not too much, you not to Canada. If you will, back here, when not hit I agree. I will agree. I will agree. You see,
when I finish it, I'll say it.
The bottom line is wifey things. Yes, it's good and wifey things are done. For those who don't want to do, understand that, but also understand there's certain repercussions that come with doing certain wifey things. I talked about sex now. Yes, people say, oh, I don't want to, but then I agree also that when you don't have to do that, anything better out of it, be willing to. But the truth of the matter is the man should also be willing to tell the woman that I cannot get an erection. Because a marriage that founded on fraud, that's founded on fraud cannot stand. So if the man told you beforehand, so the only way for me, sex will not work. If the man didn't tell you that he cannot, he's impotent, and then you marry him and find out that he is, you have a grounds. You have grounds. Even in law, you have grounds for another wedding because he did not tell you the truth.
But I opened a guy that was raised in church, so never thought about sex till married and everything, and never. I know guys wake up with wet dreams and stuff like that, but what if he never, he didn't know
anything? He never tried anything.
There's no education from
family.
On that.
You can't fault him on that because he's just discovering.
I'm with you. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Listen, as a man, talking as men, you guys are not men. Men,
every morning,
healthy man, you have some erections going on. You cannot tell me never had erection.
But that's what I'm asking now. What if this guy never had it all his life and he was never told
never had erection before in your life? Let me tell you something. Somebody said he never had erection. If a man says he's never had erection before, he's going to see a doctor. If a man says he has erection,
what I'm asking, assuming a guy was raised in church, they never talked about it. He like at baseline, he didn't know he's supposed to have early morning erections. You know what I mean? Like, so what if he doesn't know? Like, all the novice, ignorant, everything.
Okay. It's rare. It's okay. It's rare.
Oh, it's rare.
Like rare. But like I said, in law, if you go into marriage like that, and the lady finds out that you cannot perform, she has the right under the law to declare that marriage, and it can be annulled because
that's what I wanted to say. In Catholic, they will annul the
marriage. That's one of the basis of marriage, sex. So it's part of it, and because what happens is that when the woman, people are saying here, I can live with it without it. Yes, if you know that you never,
I cannot.
If you know that you never tried it before, what you never tried, you might not miss. But if somebody was,
that's the point I'm making.
Ike, can you show your video?
Why?
Because I want to make sure that the mouth and the body is aligning together.
Mega. Don't come and be telling me. I'm not going to turn it on. I'm doing something very important.
No, I want to make sure no and your body language they put the same thing.
Oh my God.
Why?
Like, why are you?
Because your mouth is so sharp today.
Why do person want to know? Is it because you think I'm looking at OJ? Is that what you're thinking?
All right, can we end this show and go on overtime on the Chorino?
Okay, yeah. So last thoughts on it is,
and end the show after you.
Okay, so we have come to the agreement that most of the things you do when dating or courting someone are things you would naturally want to do because you're in love, not because you're obligated.
Yes.
So whatever extent you want to take it to is entirely up to the two people involved. Sometimes somebody would be dating someone and she has all her do's and don'ts. But if eventually that relationship goes south and she finds someone else, you would be shocked at how far she's willing to go with that person. So it brings us to what I always say, never say never. Thank you, everybody, for joining this show. We enjoyed having you guys. We hope to see you again next week. Over time, we'll be running. So if you are not in a hurry to go somewhere, please stay with us. But we're going off air now. Bye, guys. See you next Saturday.
Bye, guys. Thanks for joining.